Hey everyone, what's good? It's your wannabe OAP who's never consistent and doesn't release podcasts often but still tries to put in effort because depression is trying to kill her. Judith, what's going on with you guys? Well, it's the new year. I was going to release a new year episode, but then again, the demon of laziness and tiredness and just no will to live has just caught me again. So I'm just pretending that I am a mattress for now. I'm starting to look like one too. Like I gained so much weight this Christmas. Anyway, here comes another topic from my life, and of course it's gonna be a boring one because nothing ever happens in my life. My life is just boring. Anyhow, ow! I just hit myself in the eye with a pen. Okay, back to it. Today, I want to talk to you about isolation. Now, what is isolation? Isolation is basically separation from a group or quarantine people to keep them separate from other people so they don't spread their diseases or, my personal favorite from this dictionary that I'm looking at in the psychology section of it, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm not actually looking at it, I'm looking at it in my head. It said something about a person with no friends, basically. Me. So, yeah. So that's what isolation is. So I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of isolation, why you should feel terrible about being alone all the time, and why you should not feel bad about being alone all the time. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but here's go. The pros and cons of isolation. Pros. I'm starting with pros. Number 1, self-rock. Independence. That means you don't have any friends, so you don't really need anyone, because if people come and they fuck with you and they leave you, you can still stand on your own because you are your own rock. You don't need anyone to be your pillar, which we all know is not true, but there is a way where you can stand on your own without needing anyone, honestly. Number 2, peace of mind. When you're alone, you're at peace. Well, I mean, as if the government is not after you and you're hiding out. But like when you're okay and you're fine and you're in your room and there's no one bothering you or pestering you, there's nothing causing you headache, you're at peace, you're one with the universe, you can meditate and all that kind of stuff. Number 3, high self-esteem. I don't know, there's something about being alone that just makes you, feel real good about yourself. You start to look at yourself and then, you're blocked out from all the noise and all the extra of, opinions from outsiders. What people think doesn't really affect you because you don't get to hear it. So you are, your own hype man. So either you're building yourself up or you're bringing yourself down, but then that's only you. So you're like, well, you can't tell me shit because I'm the only one that can tell me shit. So high self-esteem. Number 4, a firm stand on issue. Your yes is your on issues, not issue. That's wrong English. Your yes is your yes and your no is your no. Because you're so used to not having everyone else's opinion in your head, when you go out there eventually and you start to talk to people, when they start to try to sway your opinions, you're going to be like, no, that's not what I'm feeling. I'm always used to following my feelings. So, no, thank you. My stand is my stand. Oh my fuck. Do you know I forgot to play music? Alright. Number 5, no disturbance, which means no disturbance, really. When you're alone, when you're isolated, there is nothing stopping you, so you have all the time to focus and do what you need to do because there is nothing keeping you from doing what you need to do. You have as much free time and free time. There's just no disturbances. Is this number 6 or number 7? I should number these, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, number 6, personal space. You get a lot of that because there's nobody gonna be all up on you there. You ain't got no man, so if you got a man, then why the fuck are you isolated? Your girl is probably imaginary. She's probably your hand. Yeah, you get a lot of personal space, so you can wank all you need to. You can be the wankiest person in the world because there ain't nobody else there beside you but you. And number 7, a lot of free time. Like I said when they said no disturbances, you have a lot of free time. So you can decide to be productive or be like me and be a fucking waste of humanity. I don't know. Just, you get a lot of free time. When you're isolated, while your friends are out partying and living their best lives and going places and meeting people, you, my dear, can be in your room locked up all by yourself and, enjoying the free time. Catch up on those assignments, that book you've been trying to read, that thing you wanted to do but you kept procrastinating. Well, now you have an unlimited amount of free time that there is no reason for you to procrastinate. Now, to the cons, which are obviously my favorite part because I am the queen of darkness and I like everything bad. Cons, number 1, overinflated sense of self-worth. That's when that high self-esteem I spoke about earlier becomes a superiority complex. Like, I'm better than you bitches who need friends. I don't need friends. I'm better than y'all. Yeah, and that kind of stuff. And an overinflated sense of self-worth. That's what that is. Number 2, split personality issues. I don't want to call it a disorder yet because I've not confirmed that what I have is a split personality disorder. But sometimes being alone, often there is no one to talk to. I have a lot of issues I have to deal with. So what happens is my emotions start to compartmentalize, I think, and so my very sad emotions and my very neutral self tend to start to argue with each other, and it's like, and it kind of feels like an out of body experience. I can't explain it to you, but if you don't want to find out, get yourself some friends. Number 3, self-doubt. Well, the truth is, as much as your yes is your yes and your no is your no, you and yourself will always continue to argue with yourself. So eventually, when you step outside and try to socialize, you're just not going to be sure of yourself. You're not going to be sure of what you're doing. When it's time to comes to make decisions, especially when it comes to people, you have zero experience in handling people. So you are just prime target, for people who like, oh my God, this is this lonely, naive girl. Aww. So you are prime target for praise. Because you don't know shit. And that was not supposed to be up with self-doubt, but let me just get it out there because I didn't put it on this list. Number 4, no network. You know how they say, oh, you need a network, you need friends, you need family, you need business people, you need people that you can go to when life hits you hard. You need this, you need that, you need connecting and isolation tells you no, you don't. All you need is yourself, and you gonna be all right. I'm sure you're going to be all right, but I don't know. I really honestly don't know. Number 5, poor communication skills. This is when, you're talking to me and I don't know what to say, so I reply you with LOL because I really have no idea what I'm supposed to say in this situation. So usually now, because my communication skills are so poor, I've been, a loner since I was a child because I was born to a very terrible, strict mother who denied me the friendship of other children. Anyway, poor communication skills. You cannot communicate with people properly. When people are saying some things, there are certain things, I don't know, just these social nuances. You are just not familiar with them, so you're not communicating well. You don't know how to make friends. You don't know how to keep friends because, well, you never learned how, basically. Number 6, I'm guessing, social awkwardness. Yeah, that's what I was talking about when you're just, awkward around people socially. Right now, I think I've chosen the path of being a psychopath where I just go out and smile and laugh at anything people say. But all this shit people are doing is awkward to me and it looks so damn stupid. But because I'm not used to it, I don't know. Anyway, social awkwardness. The next one, number 7, which is the worst one of all, loneliness. That is something that it is what causes all the cons. It's just the worst con you could possibly get, and that is loneliness. You have nobody to share your burdens with. You have nobody to, be someone with. Your life is just not going anywhere, so there's nobody to share your absolute nothing with, and it feels like there's nothing to nothingness. It's just nothing. Oh, loneliness is such a painful thing to have to endure, because, like, obviously, as a human being, humans are not meant to be alone. So you start to crave companionship. You start to crave, someone around you, someone to tell your stories, and this could lead you to, telling the wrong people, getting yourself into awkward situations. This could lead to you having the wrong kind of affairs, and all that kind of stuff, and sleeping with who you're not supposed to sleep with, and all that kind of stuff, which honestly, at the end of the day, you're going to be like, nah, that shit doesn't matter. But some things can be avoided by having a healthy social life, choosing your partners correctly, and not choosing out of desperation and loneliness. And oh my god, this boy is cute, let's just listen to whatever he has to say. And number 8 for cons, and the last thing on my list, is boredom. I don't know about you, but I hate so bad to be bored, because when I am bored for long, my brain starts to find ways to make fun for itself. So that's how I start to talk to myself, and then make my personality just be 2 different people, so that I can at least have some variety and spice in my life. Because life, my dear, is trash and boring when all you have is loneliness and aloneness. And I know some of you are going to say, hey, but this girl, don't you have a boyfriend? Don't bring no stupid boyfriend into this. Don't bring no... Boyfriends are not human. Boyfriends are not anything. Fuck him. Fuck alive. Fuck everyone. So, that's all I had to tell you today about isolation. In conclusion, isolation is not a good thing. Sometimes it's good to take time away from people and just be with yourself and understand yourself and learn yourself and all that kind of stuff. But eventually, for example, like me, I've been alone and by myself for over a year now, with only very, 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 and by very, I mean like once in 3 months of seeing other people, which is great. I said 3 months, I mean, was it 4 months? Because that's when school lets out, I think, every 4 months. Anyway, so it's really, really sucky, and life is absolutely trash being a fucking alone person like me. And it's kind of hard to change, because it's kind of the life you're used to, and you say, oh god, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, but you step outside and you find that everybody else is a fucking asshole on a deck, and you're just like, oh, I should have stayed in my loneliness box. Anyway, I hope you've learned something from me today, and not just listen to me rant about being a fucking lonely whore. Right, I love you guys, thank you for listening, and please come back later for more exciting rants from your girl Judith. Bye, mwah, 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 and have a good, productive, and not lonely and isolated year. Bye.